If you're getting ready to go to Spain and you're not sure what to pack for Spain, this is the perfect video for you. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Britt, an American who's been living in Spain for the past 6 years. So if anybody's qualified to tell you what to bring, it is me. Let's dive right into it. So first and foremost, we are starting strong. The first thing that I think you should pack for Spain is definitely what is going to be in your wallet, starting off with a travel-friendly bank account and a travel-friendly credit card. What I use, love, and highly recommend as a travel-friendly bank account while traveling Spain is the high yield investor checking account with Charles Schwab. Here are some perks about this incredible bank account. I've never had any issues with it, and I always recommend it to all my travelers and all my traveler friends. You have no minimum balance requirements and you have no monthly service fees. You also have no foreign transaction fees. So if you do want to use your debit card while you're in Spain, you won't be charged any fees along with that. Most credit cards and debit cards do charge, so this is a really big perk with Charles Schwab. Now, for my favorite perk is definitely the ATM fee rebate. So this basically means if you use an ATM that's not Charles Schwab, they'll charge you in the moment, but then you will get reimbursed at the beginning of the month. So in my opinion, I think this is a really big perk, especially if you take out cash a lot, because you will get reimbursed for these transactions. So it's technically free, and it's something to consider when you are considering a travel-friendly bank account. I have tried a lot of bank accounts, especially ones that claim to be travel-friendly, and not a lot of them are. And this, in my opinion, is the best, especially with a debit card. I also do want to mention that the customer service with Schwab is incredible. I've never had any issue with them as a banker, and I actually use them as one of my main banks, so highly recommend them. And the last perk is you do get a linked brokerage account in case you're interested in investing. Don't fret in case you are not interested in investing, because you won't be penalized if you don't use it. So something good to know. It's there if you're interested, and if you don't use it, you could just have it chilling there. And if you'd like to sign up for this high yield investor checking account with Schwab, I'll definitely be leaving a link in the video description. In my opinion, there is nothing more obnoxious to be charged money to access your own money, so definitely be sure to check out a travel-friendly bank account even if you don't go with Schwab. Alrighty, and now for travel-friendly credit cards. I really love the Capital One Venture and the Amex Hilton Express. Let's get into the perks. Now, before I get into the perks of these credit cards, I do just want to emphasize that you should learn how to play the game of credit, especially with American credit cards. Interest can be high, and I don't think it's a good idea for anybody to get into debt just to take trips or to try to utilize these points. So make sure you understand how these credit cards work, what your minimum payments are, if you will get charged interest if you don't pay the full payment, because this is when things get messy and this is when people get into debt, and this is something that I definitely don't recommend. So with that being said, let's get into the credit card perks. So in my opinion, I think the Capital One Venture card is perfect for people who want easy travel rewards and flexibility without being tied to one hotel or airline brand. There are also no foreign transaction fees, making this card perfect for international travel. And you also get travel protections, meaning that if you book a rental car on this, you will get rental car insurance. Be sure to read the fine print with this. And if you don't understand, be sure to call your credit card, because those details are important. Next, you also have trip delay and baggage protection, which is very nice in case that does end up happening to you. The main perks of this card are also the 2 times miles on everything. So you earn 2 miles per dollar on every purchase. And you also earn 5 times the miles on travel. So hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel earn 5 times the miles. So I actually recently got the Hilton Honors Amex Surpass card. It's an annual fee of $150, but I recently signed up for it because I actually don't have a hotel credit card. And I think it's been great because you get a lot of rewards and you also get a lot of perks. Amex is an amazing credit card. If I knew this sooner, I definitely would have signed up prior, because you just be getting rewarded. So let's get into the rewards. First and foremost, the main perks, automatic Hilton Gold status. So you get free breakfast at many Hilton hotels, room upgrades when available, late checkout perks, and bonus points on stays. That within itself is an incredible value, and I have been loving that when I've been staying at Hilton hotels. Getting free breakfast is just so convenient. So another really nice perk, in my opinion, is the $200 Hilton credit that you get for a year. So you get a $50 statement credit per each quarter when you spend at Hilton properties. And again, this was something that I was so impressed to see so quick in my statements, because you're just getting rewarded for staying at Hilton. So it's amazing. Win-win. Another great perk with this card, the high points you can earn. So you have 12 times the points at Hilton hotels, 6 times the points at restaurants, gas stations, and US supermarkets, and 3 times the points on other purchases. This adds up quickly, and then you can, of course, redeem those points for stays at the Hilton hotels. Win-win if you ask me, my friends. Some other perks with this card is you get travel protection, purchase protection, and there's also no foreign transaction fee. So you don't have to worry about using your card abroad and being charged any fees. It's super nice. I'm really loving this credit card, as you can see. The last thing that I want to say about this card is they do have a free night reward opportunity. I'm not sure I'll meet this threshold because you do have to spend 15K in a year to get a free night. But don't let me hold you back. In case you're a big spender, this is the time to go off. In my opinion, I think this Hilton Amex card is perfect for people who stay at Hilton or also want hotel perks when they stay at hotels. Like I mentioned, this card has been really good. Just be sure to use these cards responsibly and to not get into debt. Next up, I want to show you some really cool travel gadgets to pack for Spain. These are from the brand Ekster, and these are going to make packing super easy as well as keeping your stuff very organized when you're in Spain. And in case you've never heard of Ekster, let me put you on because they're a super cool brand that makes smart travel gear and accessories to help keep you organized and worry-free on the go. So let me show you what I've been using because I've been really liking the Ekster travel gadgets, specifically the Finder card and the Finder tag. These are so good, especially to help you keep track of your luggage or your wallet. So if you're always losing things or if you're maybe not sure that the airline will actually get it to your destination, these are going to be the gadgets for you, my friends. I love that Ekster has honestly made the Finder card and the Finder tag because now all you have to do is worry about exploring and you don't have to worry about anything getting lost. So this will definitely help you, and it's also compatible with the iPhone. This is super cool, and again, if you are scared that something might get lost on your trip or you're just constantly losing things, these are the things for you. Next up is Ekster's aluminum card holder. I love this thing. It's such a beautiful shade of green. I've been having such a green moment. I keep all of these things in their boxes so they're nice and organized. All right, so I basically took off the band and then you have the expandable plate here, but let me just show you because I get such a kick out of this. You basically just press this and voila, all the cards come out. So hypothetically, this would be all your credit cards or your debit cards or your license, ID, whatever, and then you just push it back when you're done. All right, and the next thing I want to show you about the card holder is the really cool RFID plate. This actually helps with wireless theft, but it also helps make the card holder expandable, so you can actually add 6 or more cards with this RFID plate on. You just put the band on, and it also helps you add more space, but also helps keep the card holder a slim profile. So just look at that. If you are someone that has a lot of cards, whether it's credit cards, debit cards, I highly recommend checking out this card holder. Something else that's really good to know about this Ekster card holder is it's built from recycled 6061 aluminum, so you can tell it's built from quality stuff, and there's also lifetime warranty, God forbid anything goes wrong. My friends, I come bearing gifts, so if you're interested in shopping any of these Ekster gadgets, be sure to use my code BRITTANY20 at checkout. In addition to their 45% off, the promo codes can be stacked on top of sales. So Ekster is having their spring sale up until mid-April, which offers up to 45% off, and then with my discount code, you can get an additional 20% off, making the discount and sales up to 65% off. Like, that is absolutely incredible. Be sure to check it out because it's only going to last till mid-April. Use my code BRITTANY20 for an extra % off at checkout. Now I want to show you one of my favorite things from Ekster because this is a travel pack vacuum kit, and this helps save so much space without bucking up your bag. So let's show you this in action. The vacuum bag would be perfect for a carry-on bag or even a duffel. So now let's pack the bag. All right, so I have about 20 pieces of clothing in here. As you can see, the carry-on is pretty full. Okay, so now I'm going to take all the stuff out of the carry-on and put it in the vacuum bag so you can just see how much space we can save with it. Something that's really good to know is the zipper might feel really tight at first, but you just got to pull down with the 2 fingers and it will unzip. What's incredible about this travel pack vacuum kit is you're literally saving 60% more space. So you're triple your packing space by compressing your clothes. They've made this so easy to use with the portable pump. Be sure to use the portable rechargeable air pump or any vacuum cleaner to compress the bag. All right, so I fit 15 items in the travel vacuum bag. And here are some other things that you should know. The bags are made from quality materials such as strong anti-rip nylon. It's also waterproof, anti-leak zippers which protect clothes from spills. It's also hygienic and odor proof, and it also doubles as a laundry bag at the end of the trip. And here's exactly how to use the vacuum. You simply attach the pump to the valve on the travel pack vacuum bag, press the button to firmly activate the pump, and then it starts vacuuming. Be sure to fully vacuum the bag so it compresses correctly and to seal the bag with the zipper so there's no air leaks. And this is what the travel vacuum bag looks like back in the carry-on. I could totally add another 10 items, which is crazy. Be sure to use my discount code for that discount. This one is for my shoppers. If you are planning to do any shopping when you go to Spain, I highly recommend bringing a checked bag. Spain shopping is pretty amazing. There's so many brands, so many amazing designers to shop from, so many stores to go to. So I highly recommend giving yourself grace and giving yourself the opportunity to shop if you want to, and bringing a checked bag. This will save you the stress of not having space in your luggage when you do want to buy something, or having any other limitations. So you definitely don't want that. You want to be able to shop freely when you're in Spain. I highly recommend considering a checked bag if you are going to do shopping in Spain. All right, now let's talk about what to pack for Spain with clothes. This is going to be a very important point because there is a huge style difference within Spain and the US. So you might be wondering what the biggest style differences are between the US and Spain. And in the US, you see a lot more athleisure wear, and in Spain, it's casual, but it's very polished casual. I personally think Europeans dress very intentional and very clean cut. So that is something to keep in mind, because basically in Spain, athleisure is for the gym here. So if you wear athleisure to dinner or to go out in the city, you'll most likely immediately stand out as a tourist. Some places that you can get away with athleisure are places like Tenerife, La Gomera, Canary Islands. This is where you're going to be doing hiking and you're going to be doing a lot of sports. So it's actually appropriate that you will be wearing activewear, and people aren't going to look at you like you have 10 heads because you're wearing that out. So something to keep in mind. But if you are going out in Madrid and any Spanish city, or anywhere like Ibiza, Mallorca, places like that, you definitely want to be dressed up, because the Spanish girlies and the Spanish guys, they bring their A game when it comes to fashion, and you definitely just don't want to be standing out like a sore thumb screaming tourist. And now that I've shared some general packing tips for Spain, I would love to show you some pieces that I personally recommend bringing. Let's get into it. Alrighty, we are starting off with the first piece that I wanted to show you, which is a linen shirt. It gets very, very, very hot, extremely hot in a lot of parts of Spain. So you want to think about breathable fabrics such as linen. Linen and cotton will be your best friends. They are the lightest materials and will protect you from that Spanish heat. So be sure to check that out. I'll leave some links of my favorites in the video description. This top specifically is from Massimo Dutti, and it's 100% linen. If you are shopping in Spain and want some really good Spanish brands and you don't mind going within the ecosystem of Inditex, I highly recommend checking out Massimo Dutti. They're my favorite, and they really remind me a lot of Banana Republic in the States. So now for the bottoms, I would pair this 100% linen top with some white shorts. These are denim, but these are really stretchy and super comfortable. I would totally wear this outfit for sightseeing, and then I would pair this with these shoes. So a little bit of crochet action going on. These are super cute, and these shoes are also from Massimo Dutti. Here's a quick glance of these shoes. These shoes are so cute, and every time I wear them, I get so many compliments on them. I would totally pair it with this outfit. And this would be the final look. I think this is a really cute outfit to go sightseeing, especially in the summer. It's cute, it's breathable, it's stretchy. Most importantly, it's comfortable. That's the most important thing you want to be when you are traveling in Spain, especially when you are going sightseeing in the heat. The next thing that I would highly recommend to pack for Spain would be a crossbody bag. This thing is going to be your best friend, and it is also going to help you against petty theft. Here's also a really good pro tip that you should always remember when you're traveling in Spain about your purse and the zipper. And you are always going to place the zipper towards you, so that means the zipper of your bag is not going to be at the end of your bag, so someone can easily rob you when you are not paying attention. Always remember to be on point. A crossbody bag is going to be your best friend. I like this one, especially for this outfit. It adds a pop of color so the outfit's not a little too boring. And this is from Massimo Dutti, but you can get a crossbody bag from anywhere, and I'll totally link my faves in the video description below. Another crossbody bag could be this one. This one is a black simple one from Tory Burch. If you don't like something so big as the one from Massimo Dutti, but this is simple, it's convenient. It can store everything that you'll need for the day, and you're good and ready to go. Here's a close-up of both of these crossbody bags. I always recommend bringing one when you're traveling in Spain because they're super comfortable for long days of walking and help keep your belongings secure in crowded places. So another thing I highly recommend packing for Spain is a lightweight scarf. This is very versatile. It can easily elevate your outfit, and it could also help you stay warm when the weather changes. Cities like Madrid and Barcelona, when it's maybe spring or even summer, during the night, it could get a little chilly, so maybe you would wear a sleeveless white tank like this with these white shorts, and then you would wear this scarf to protect your neck. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'm also referring to lightweight scarves. I'm not talking about like the thick ones you would be wearing in winter. These are things that you would maybe wear like if you were going by the beach, maybe to Mallorca, maybe to even Tenerife, you get a little cold. and you have this for layering. So super easy, super lightweight to pack, and definitely a great essential to pack for Spain. This scarf is from Natura, which is actually a Spanish brand, so it fits perfectly with the style you'll see around Spain. And the next item I highly recommend to pack for Spain would be a light jacket or a light cardigan. I'm not sure what time of the year you're going to be going exactly to Spain, but if you do happen to need something that you think you might need for layering, I would highly recommend to bring one of those things. So a light jacket or a light cardigan. This is what I would personally bring for a light jacket. For this lightweight cardigan, I would definitely bring something like this. It has a nice pop of color, it has a nice fit, it has a nice silhouette, and it's also super lightweight, so it's the perfect lightweight cardigan if you ask me. In case you don't have any lightweight cardigans you already like, I'll definitely be linking all my faves in the video description below. The next thing I definitely recommend packing for Spain is comfortable walking shoes, because you'll likely be walking a lot. Cities like Madrid and Barcelona are very walkable, so good shoes make a big difference. These are my colorful Adidas sneakers. They're super comfortable, easy to walk in all day, and they add a fun pop of color to a simple outfit. I truly love these. They're so cute. I would also highly recommend shoes with a cushioned heel. These black sneakers are from Basics, and they have cushioning in the heel, which makes them really comfortable, especially if you're doing a lot of sightseeing. Whatever shoes you like, definitely make sure you pack at least one pair of comfortable walking shoes when you come to visit Spain.